Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Well, we're facing a lot in these times, and it keeps growing and growing and getting sometimes a little bit nastier and more pressures and more penetration into our psyche. And that's really something to understand, that we absorb everything. And this world isn't set up to understand that we're all spiritual people. It's based on egos and Maya, falsehoods. So we have to cut through that within our own selves, to come to the essence of our own being, of who we are, and understand that root of that. And to share our light. We're all light beings. We all are manifested as light beings. Everyone. But even Guru says to us that some are chosen to walk this way and some chosen to walk this way, and some chose to serve all humanity in righteousness, and others become greedy and become tyrant and become wanting to control others through insecurities and doubts and fears. So we have to learn then to walk that line within ourselves, where we're very conscious of the understanding of where we are, what we have to do, and how to do it. And the key is how to do it. How do we keep that psyche? Psyche means that mind of ours, so that there's some clarity, some understanding of ourselves, and not to get lost in it, not to get lost in doubt or fears, or letting the negativity within our own negative mind take over. As soon as you allow that negative mind to take over, that's when you start tumbling and rumbling and crumbling. 3 steps: tumble, rumble, and crumble. Right? Because as light beings, that light emanates from our soul, that light emanates from our heart, and the reflection of that light within us comes through our eyes, and the knowledge of that understanding comes through our words, because words are very powerful. What we say will last forever. What we do, our actions, will always take us either to a place of beauty, light, bliss, calmness, relaxation, intuitiveness, understanding, alertness, calmness, courage, or it takes us into the depth of that which we live in our own doubt and fear. As soon as doubt and fear hit us, then we have to control situations. We have to be in control, because we fear that if we lose that control, what is going to happen? We're going to fall apart, we'll lose everything. But reality is there is no control. Because the will of the infinite and the progression of what will happen in this world as we usher in this age, those who are living in that illusion that they have that control, or living in the illusion that war and violence will bring peace, will crumble. Because it's all based on negative mind. Problem is with the negative mind, I teach we have those 3 minds. We have the negative mind, we have the positive mind, and we have that neutral mind. And when we live in our positive mind, that which can be, our neutral mind, that which is, then nothing can touch us. But when we live into that was, the past, that's when the negative mind can always overtake us. And in the negative mind, that psyche is reached by other negativity. The beautiful in the Hukamnama from Sri Guru Granth Sahib that we read this morning by Guru Ram Das Ji. And it's talking about the sandalwood tree, and we know that sandalwood has such a beautiful aroma. If you ever pick up a piece of sandalwood, you'll have that sandalwood oil, that essential oil. It's so beautiful, and it resonates to warm the body system. And Guru Ram Das Ji said that Sangat, spiritual community, is like within that sandalwood tree, that when one of us are fragrance within it, when we meditate, when we understand that depth of our spiritual roots, it would become like that sandalwood. And that just as if you sit in a sandalwood by that tree or that sandalwood forest, everything around that tree picks up on that fragrance. Your clothes have it, everything, if you've ever been with sandalwood trees. And he said that's the way it is with spirituality. That when we're together as a spiritual community, that fragrance of each of us blends with each other, and we catch that fragrance. And that fragrance is the will of the God. That fragrance is the path of the Guru. Guru means that path of that light within you. And it was a very beautiful way to understand just the beauty of that, that we are that sandalwood, that we have that essence, and that we feel that from each other. And that's what brings us into that love, and that's what's opened our hearts. And when we can start understanding through that mind and that consciousness, that's the impact. And the impact that Guru has on us is that impacting into us, so the negative mind doesn't get confused. Yes, we fall into the pit, we do this, we do that, but Guru says, get out of it. What do we always say? Understand what's happening, get into the feeling of it, but then go on, go forward. Because that jyot within us, that light within us, we are that light being. And what ignites that light is Simran, is meditation. When we sit in that stillness, Satnam, Satnam, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Satnam, Satnam, whatever mantra you want to use, and you vibrate that, the mind itself vibrates that sound within, and that's that inner healing. That's when we heal within inside of ourselves. All the tools that we teach, the tools of the yoga, of the meditation, the exercise, all of that is all tools of self-healing. Gurbani, when we do Bani and read Nitnem, that's all. When we read hymns or prayers, all those prayers, all of those are for self-healing. Because it vibrates within us. And as it vibrates within us, it heals us. Because the energy of the body is shifted. Healing is just a simple process, not such a big thing. It's a simple thing of understanding an energy shift. You go to the chiropractor, shifts your bones, right? And oh my goodness, that good. You go to massage a little bit. Ah, my shoulders are relaxed, right? All those things we do. But the inner relaxation, that inner healing comes through the inner vibration. That's why it's so important to vibrate the mantras, to go deep within through prayer. Because that vibrates through the inside. And then all this stuff that we have in our brain, all these thoughts, all these things, I'm confused, everybody said I'm confused, I'm this or that, all of that just goes down into the heart, and from the heart to the soul, and that's understood and released. And as soon as we release that, don't you feel better? We feel more relaxed, we feel more at ease. So I've been talking a lot these times about how our psyche, our mind is affected, how we're being affected by the world events, and the whole shift in the way we have to live because of these viruses, because of all these other things that are happening, and because we're watching with these eyes pure insanity around us. People who are in position of power, who are insane, literally insane, have no consciousness of the righteousness and truth of life. Guru Nanak Dev Ji came some 500 years ago to spread a simple message of truth, a simple message of the light within each of us. And many others are out spreading that light, and we become that light. And just as that fragrance of that sandalwood penetrates deep within us, we go deep within each other as we merge in that vibration. We merge in our Amrit Vela, we merge together in that essence until we become that and live that. Spirituality is just the actualization of your own spirit and the trust of that spirit within yourself to move forward. And when we combine that with each other, that's the strength of what we call Sangat. That's the strength of that. When all of that is combined together and networked within, then we become nothing can defeat us. And that vibration exists on many levels. It's not during these times. Many of us, we can't come and sit with each other and travel and see each other and be with each other in that physical way. But we can always, and we always are with each other because we feel our vibration. And when we meditate, even if it's through a Zoom or through something, whenever we're conscious, that vibration travels beyond our individual. Because we're connected into this universe, we're connected to the cosmos. And when we vibrate to the cosmos, this is a rule. Whenever you vibrate to the cosmos, cosmos means that huge vastness, that the cosmos always vibrates back to you. That's a law. That's the universal law of mantra meditation. That whatever you send to the universe, whatever you vibrate in the cosmos, automatically vibrates back to you. And when we combine that with each other, that vibration is what will change this world and will bring peace that shall come in time to that understanding where all people are accepted, no matter who they are, no matter what their gender, no matter what their color, no matter what their religion, what their faith, what their belief, what their preference, that all people are created equally under the light of one creator who created all creation. That is the essence of universal truth. Guru Nanak Dev Ji brought that universal truth. Buddha talked about that universal truth. Other great spiritual teachers and healers of the times we talk about that. And that is the way of tomorrow. So let us keep that in mind so that we don't bring that sorrow into tomorrow, that we stay strong and centered within our own light, that you practice that which some of you we're together as Sikhs of Khalsa together, others are watching from other belief ways of life. Whatever that is, it's all the same. One has this title, one has that way, we have our method, you have your method, but all those methods are coming together to link as one way. And that one way is living the true light that exists in our hearts and souls, sharing that with each other, seeing what is the same within us, and honoring each of us, no matter what our way of belief or expression is. And to accept that. That's why we're not looking to convert other people. You should have to come this way. You have to be a Sikh. You have to be this. We don't believe that. We say a person will follow that which they feel is most beautiful within their own heart and mind, and leads them to their true understanding of their connection to the entire realm of their existence. That is true spirituality. And we who call ourselves spiritual people, those are the eyes that we see through. My Guru taught those are the eyes I should see through. Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught that those I should see through those eyes. And do I always do it? Not always. But the remembrance is there, the knowledge of that is there. And today I'm sharing you in my experience so that knowledge is within you. And you can trust that knowledge within yourself. That you have to reflect back into how you see, believe, and trust in you. That you have to do. I can't do that for you. We can do many things for each other. We can cook for each other. We can do the laundry. I can drive you somewhere. You can take me somewhere. We can do those things. But you have to make that decision within yourself how you want to be in this life. That is a decision you have to make. And we have to protect the right of choice of all people. This is what Khalsa is. Khalsa protects the rights of all people to live in their truth, to be able to make that choice which they feel is what is resonating within their own heart and soul, and they can feel through their mind. So let us remember that. Let us continue to work for that peace on this planet. Let us continue to share our das, our prayer for that peace. Become that light, understand the lightness within you. Let go of the heaviness. What does heaviness do to serve nothing? Find what is the lightness. And that lightness, eat light, breathe light, think light, right? Be light. When that jyot, that light within you radiates, everything around you will light up. Everything will be lit. And that light shall be shared. We have to learn to carry many with us during these times, to not be afraid to walk the path of our heart and our truth. And for some, I know that means changes. That means some changes in your life. That means a few different shake-ups. I know you all. But better we should shake it up and enjoy the shaking, because it gets rid of all that which isn't serving. And have the strength and courage to follow that truth of your heart. It's no longer I believe I know. Today we say, I know I believe. And Guru teaches us that path of light, that vibration, to understand the fragrance and the beauty, the aroma, the greatness of the gift that we have as Sangha, as congregation, as community, as spiritual community, to live the light and vibrate the light. May God bless us always. May Guru guide us to the highest of our own understandings. And may our prayer for peace, tolerance, acceptance, and freedom be the call of our day. And let us help and work as light workers, as it is our destiny, to serve the mission of the path of the heart. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.